Hello, friends, and welcome to the Dark Souls, the role-playing game on Good Time Society. My name is Becca Scott. I am the owner of Good Time Society, but I'm not in charge here today. In charge here today is our fabulous game master, Rich August. So I will give it to you, Rich. Please take it away. Although I should quickly mention, thanks to Steamforged for sponsoring this game.
Oh, great. That is official. Well, let's begin. Let's start straight away. The three of you awaken around a bonfire. Oh. Yep. We're not straight in. That is the Dark Souls way. There's no warm up, no preamble. You waking around a bonfire. The air is still. The bonfire is dwindling. The embers crackle in amidst breaking branches. The air smells of dust, mold. As you wake up, you look around you. You can barely remember. You don't know where you are, who you are, really. You don't know why you're here. You maybe remember a name, maybe a little fragment of your past. So, before we go any further, who are you guys?
Starting. Great. I'll start. I am Hector, the Deprived.
Is that all we get?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I am Arona, the Knight. I am mighty, I am bold. I am known well for all of my powerful deeds. Whether people like those deeds or not is to be determined. Arona is tall, brawny, long, dark hair in a braid over one shoulder, pale skin, green eyes, many scars.
Yeah, awesome. I should describe what Hector looks like, shouldn't I?
Get in there.
I haven't done this in so long. So the first thing you'll notice about Hector is that he has no hair, no armor, no clothes other than a loincloth, and is carrying with him a club and a shield made of planks, and that is it.
You see a medium brown-skinned individual, though looks a little pale under this light, even though there's a campfire. This individual has long black hair that's currently back in a ponytail. Like a hazel brown set of eyes, some striking brows, wearing darker colored blacks, grays, hint of blue, sort of robes. They have a wooden staff that's probably laid next to them with a little orb at the end. And there's also a shield. Is it a shield or is it just a leather piece that's hardened and attached to something that works as a shield at this point? And yeah, this is Xavier. They, them pronouns. And they look around. Why are we here?
Why are we here? Normally I know exactly what I'm doing and why I'm doing it at all times. And you, sir, where are your clothes?
I was about to ask you all the same thing, but in reverse. Why don't I have clothes and why do you? Why do I start with nothing and you start with so much? Do you have names? At all?
You may call me Arona.
I am Xavier.
And Xavier, Hector, nice to meet you.
I'm I'm not sure if it's nice to meet any of you yet, but we will find out soon enough, it seems.
Where is my squire? I had a squire, I'm sure of it. I am a knight, after all. Look at my garb.
One of those types. Always has someone else doing something for you.
I'm going
That's
to take
right.
all of this that you don't know why we're here either.
The only kind of clue you have is that as you glance at each other and down at yourselves, is all of your equipment, even your wooden, plank that doubles as a kind of club, have what looks like a small etching of a flame on them. It's scored into the metal, it's been carefully carved into the staff, and it's been crudely chiseled into the club.
Hammering it home. And we don't know what these symbols mean. We can't read them in any way.
You have a feeling you've seen them before, but
They're where? Just on Hector's club, you said?
On everyone's items.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if I think I'll start to look around and just try to get my bearings. But then noticing some of these etchings, are they like glowing in any way, shape, or form? Or are they just kind of like these dormant kinds of runic type of things?
no, definitely more sort of something like etchings of ownership, maybe, or as though markings of loyalty or service, you might think.
May I roll for investigation to see if I know what this sigil is?
Going to be my question.
Most certainly, yes.
Nat 20.
Never mind. I got the investigation, but she got the nat 20.
Something emerges in both of your minds. The memory of this symbol belonging or being used with regards to the Baron. That's all that's in your head. That name, the Baron. No greater detail, but you know that this symbol is somehow associated with that name.
Each of you serve my liege, the Baron, yes?
I don't serve anyone but my own means.
When he says the Baron, do I also recognize it?
Yeah. Again, in that kind of half-formed way, it's coming up from sludge in the bottom of your mind.
I don't know if I serve the Baron. That rings a bell, that name, but I have no idea what my relationship to that person was.
Have you shared your names with me? I've forgotten.
Yes, we have.
Excellent. That's right. Well, whatever your names were, it seems we all share a common purpose. Each of us bears this sigil, and therefore we are bound together. So, for this time, until you wrong me, I will do your bidding as you do mine.
He just grabs hold of his staff and the tip of it begins to glow ever so slightly. Him just making sure that he has the gifts that he still has, and he just grips it even tighter. Whatever the case may be, we are here, and we don't know why. I would like to know why.
That moment, from down the corridor, this dark passage that leads from this little round turret you're in, where the bonfire at the center, you hear this low, agonized moan.
Immediately, the end of that staff begins to glow even brighter. What was that?
Not a good sound.
I draw my longsword and point it at the doorway in the direction down the hall. Make a symbol for them to stop and quiet.
Hear the shambling, shuffling of feet. Definitely more than one. Not sure how many, though.
Whatever's down here, it is very clear we're not the only ones, so we need to figure this out or we may die.
and then into the circle of light stumble 4 disheveled, slightly almost ashen-colored figures. They're clad sort of like they might have been soldiers, but their gear is decayed and rusted. Parts of their faces are missing. One of them you can see only has 3 fingers on one hand because the other 2 have dropped off from mouldering flesh. Their mouths are open in a rictus of pain or anguish, and they just move slowly towards you, raising rusted weapons.
Name your purpose. Wherefore are you here? Halt! I say lots of very knightly things.
I slam my staff into the ground and it glows brighter one last time. And I say, doesn't look like they're stopping. And I brace myself.
Watch them all be very impressive with their abilities, and I just look down at my club and my shield and I scream and just run into the enemy.
And with that, let's roll initiative. So initiative works slightly differently in Dark Souls and 5e. Basically what happens is you roll initiative as normal. Tell me what the result is. I will tell you whether your character is fast in this combat, that is they act before the monster, or slow, that is they act after the monster. In terms of what happens when you're fast or slow, you discuss that with your other players and work out how you want to approach the combat you're in.
Great.
Okay, so what did we get?
8.
7.
Natural 1.
Oh! So there's been faster, is what I'm getting.
I mean, I'm amazed. It should be quite difficult for all. Fortunately, one of you, Erona, is going to get to go before your enemy, but the other 2 you are slow.
Right.
Unfortunately, in this combat. If we can share the image of the hollow, we'll get to see what is.
Now I want to look at it.
Trudging towards you.
I specifically did not look at these until I was ready to look at it. Oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Dislike.
Deception.
Erona, what are you going to do?
I do what I do best. I may not remember much, but I remember how to wield my longsword. I flourish it left, right, to make the gleam of the fire catch in their eye sockets or whatever they use to see, and I would like to hit.
Roll me an attack.
With my +4 to hit, that's a 16.
That is most definitely a hit.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Good, 16 hits.
And we get a D8. Ooh, I can roll a 7 + 2. That's 9 slashing damage.
Okay. The hollow lets out a shivering, shuddering sigh, and its head falls from its shoulders and smashes into the earth, rolling slowly towards you.
Got one. How many are there total?
There are now 3.
Okay.
There were 4.
One
The
for
other
each,
3
plus I'll take one more.
The other 3, one of them comes at Erona, reaching out with clawed fingernails are so jagged they become claws. Unfortunately, he swipes at you and he gets a 6 total, which is not going to trouble Erona, I would have thought.
Right. I have pulled down the shield of my armor faceplate, and it's just nothing but clanking metal.
Love that.
Yeah, I think they sort of scratches at you. It barely even makes an impression on you. You can scarcely feel it. The second one turns towards Xavier, kind of almost entranced by the light gleaming on the end of their staff.
You can stand back now. You can stand back now.
And they swipe at you. That is a 12.
No!
What's your AC?
13.
Fantastic. So that
I didn't know if it was a good no or a bad no.
That's a great no. It's a great no.
and the final hollow reaches out for Hector and rolls a 3.
Oh, great. I have 12 armor class, so we're good.
Yeah, even with practically nothing on save a wooden shield, this hollow is too incompetent to truly injure you. Okay, so the 2 slow characters, you can decide between you how you want to proceed.
Hector's running, and I got a whole 1, so Hector definitely gets there before I do anything.
Great. So Hector just is gonna slam into the first hollow he comes into contact with, slamming his club down on top of it.
Fantastic. Make me that attack roll.
That would be a 12 to hit.
That is a hit.
Hey, and then it is a 1d4 plus 2. Okay. Yeah, clubs.
Yeah, clubs.
That is 3 bludgeoning damage to this guy.
Okay, the hollow, you kind of it's kind of, you see its collarbone almost give way, and it kind of opens out, and you can just see these kind of decompose. It's almost completely empty inside, like it's been mummified. Everything inside it has atrophied and decayed away after clearly hundreds of years. You can only imagine, it must hundreds of years of this, but it continues to stand.
You just hear Hector just go, gross! And he's just like laughing and slamming at this thing with a club.
Oh, wait, my AC is actually 14, not 13, because I have a shield. Sorry, continue.
What do you call that fighting style, Hector?
From between crunching noises, you just hear smash.
Yes, that's what I'd call it too.
And is there a rule about doing like any type of spell work against someone within melee with you? Is it the same thing with 5e in a way, or?
Yeah. To be honest, you don't need concentration, so you can cast it.
Great. Cool. Yeah. As he watches Hector, go at this thing, and this monster is on him, he just sighs very heavily. So primitive. And he slams his staff into the ground, and that orb at the end glows one last time before it becomes like a dark black purple, and a streak comes out and immediately hits the thing that's right next to it as I use my soul arrow against it.
Oh.
So this is going to be a plus 21 to hit.
It's most definitely a hit.
And 6, so 9 points of damage.
Okay, tell me what the soul arrow does on hitting the hollow.
2 seconds. Ma'am, stop this. When you have too many things open. Cool. What happens is this magical force of glowing energy hits this individual and just impacts them, and as this dark purple magical power almost like pierces through their head and comes out kind of dissipating, he looks at it to see if it's even still alive or unalive or whatever this thing is.
You can see through the firelight glimmering on the other side of this creature's skull, and it just drops to the ground like you just dropped a stone into water.
As a free action, I kind of just like put my foot on the skull and just like slowly press down, and just like, we can stop playing now and kill these things. Thank you.
You hear the splintering of bone as this weathered skull gives way with almost frightening ease. It's almost like standing on stale bread.
Ooh.
Irona, back to you.
Oh, we're done playing now. Why didn't you say so? And you know what? She got a sword and she liked to swing it. So she just comes back with Oh, it'd be cool if I could smack him down with my shield, but no. We're just gonna go for it. She twirls as she swings into it with her longsword yet again. That is only a 13.
That is still going to hit.
Pathetic, I wasn't even trying. And we're gonna do 8 slashing.
And tell me how the hollow dies.
Quick question. On my longsword stats, it says versatile. I could actually roll a d10 instead of a d8. What's the versatile?
Versatile is, let me just double check.
I'm testing you, Game Master.
Yes, you are.
It doesn't matter. I can tell you how it dies. I come down, just straight down on top of its head with the flat of my longsword and just bonk it in such a way. It's that same crumbling of stale bread as its head drops into its chest cavity, and then the chest cavity has expanded and sort of falls apart.
Fantastic. Versatile means you can use it one-handed or two-handed.
That's what
so
I
you
thought.
can't use your shield. Yeah, you can't use your shield if you're using it two-handed, of course.
Got it.
Okay. So there is only one left, and this one kind of scratches desperately at Hector, trying to kind of drive him away as he flails about him with his club. And this time, that is a 14.
Yeah, that hits me.
Okie dokie. And it does 2 points of position damage.
All right, 2 points of position damage. Got it. Would that be my turn now?
It is indeed.
All right, so Hector is going to take the hit and just and this pain and this violence that is happening towards him just redoubles his laughter and his screaming as he continues to bash with his club. And that is a 16 to hit.
Oh, definitely a hit.
And that will be 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Precisely what it had left. How does it fall?
So Hector is going to continue to bash and bash and bash while the knees on the hollow give out. And he just starts burying it into the soil as he just kind of almost Looney Tunes style hammers it into the ground.
Yes.
And then just stands up bleeding, looks over and goes, "Were we not supposed to have fun?"
I'm always having fun.
I would like to leave less having fun, but if that's what you need to do to get by, then I won't judge you for it.
You all have your stuff, and he just holds up his club and shield. Let's go.
Did it seem like there's any other sounds coming from the direction that these things came from?
No. There's a complete silence there now.
Was there anything on these creatures other than their own gaudiness?
Yeah, they have a lot of, kind of, it's very old, it's very rusted, but they do definitely have weapons and armor on them. And something you can't help but notice is that each of those, individual items has an identical small flame carved or whittled or etched into its surface.
I begin to look down, actually walk towards Hector to just inspect his work to make sure he actually did the job, because he doesn't think he's that competent enough to do that. But as he's watching and he looks down at the armor, he reaches down, picks up. Well, this makes sense. And as I hand the armor to Hector so he can wear something, I say, these folks have the exact same etching as we do, which only infers that they were trapped just like we were.
Hector looks at it and goes, it's a really great idea. And he just takes it and he just slides it over the top of him so that he's wearing now the loincloth and the broken breastplate.
We should find you pants.
Would that be in the book under the hollow armor?
It should be, yes.
Great. I think I can find that.
Xavier, I think you're very astute and well cast. I'm impressed by your spell slinging, I must say.
There is a glint of a grin that forms, but he's too focused on what's happening around. And he just simply says, well, when you take what you want and you become what you're supposed to be, of course you're good at what you do.
Well said. I do agree we should get out of this place. And in the meantime, maybe find out what this place is. And who put us there. And how much their skull may crunch like bread.
I don't understand why a skull would want to crunch like bread, but if that's the aesthetic that you're going for, then by all means, crunch away.
There are a number of unlit torches in the sconces around you. The passage, rather, from which these creatures kind of came is entirely dark. You cannot see into it at all. It is pitch black.
I grab torches off the wall and toss them at Hector and Xavier, and then grab one for myself. You don't have to catch. That's up to you. Do I have anything to light
quick
with?
Dexterity check to see if he does. No.
Hector rolls a 15.
I have a dex penalty. Oh,
I'm really tempted to impose damage for being hit by a torch, but I feel that would be too cruel even for a Dark Souls game.
No, do it.
I mean, it totally just hit him, like gets square in the arm, and he's just like looks down, reaches down to get it.
Irona says nothing. Pretends not to notice, but smirks. Kind of like yeah, you can cast spells, but I'm like super tough. No big deal.
Then as I'm sure there's a way to light these things, like maybe running it across something or whatever.
I mean, there's a bonfire in the middle of the floor.
There is a bonfire. Wow, you know what happens when TTRPG players overcomplicate things? Totally. Yeah, go over and light it real quick and say, then are you ready? Did you get your shopping spree done yet? Looking over at Hector.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Let's go.
Are you sure you don't want to upgrade your wooden weapon and shield? I'm really judging with the way I say wooden.
I think they're fine. I mean, I killed that thing. I'm good.
So you did.
Took you an extra second to do so. Not judging.
It's not about the time. It's about the quality.
It is literally about the time.
Although I do like the way it's stuck in the ground now.
Yeah.
Interesting
Success.
style. And this is what you call smash?
Yeah.
Indeed. Onward.
Audible sigh from Xavier as he begins to walk.
I'll follow close behind Xavier.
And as we begin to walk, you see that slowly Xavier gets behind Irona, because I am not about to be a friend.
Okay. Okay. She takes notice.
Look, you can be
You
first.
move into the darkness. The light illuminates a little way, but really not that far at all. All you can see is that you are definitely in some kind of castle, some large stone building. It's well constructed, but it is clearly old. The mortar is flaking away from between the stones, and much of it has been entirely replaced by plants or by vines kind of reaching up and leaching through. You keep on. The darkness doesn't relent for some time. And as you're going, does anybody have a passive perception of 12 or higher?
I've literally just 12.
No.
Xavier, you start to hear a voice in your head. Let me in. Let me in, little things. Little things, let me in. It's almost like somebody's like a favored uncle talking to a child or something like that. It's friendly almost, but there's something missing, some kind of quality to it that scares you.
Gotcha. And does it seem like it's audible, or was it a mental intrusion?
You're actually a bit unsure about that. In fact, if Hector and Irona want to make me perception checks, it's possible they might hear it, but perhaps Xavier's
weirdly
magical.
a 20, not a natural 20.
20. Okay, yeah, you hear it a few moments after Xavier, but it's the same voice. You're pretty sure.
Anybody hear that?
Hear what?
Something's reaching out to us, and I have a feeling it's not necessarily the nicest thing.
Right.
Where? Oh, can't see anything.
Do we?
Yeah, it's definitely nothing. You feel it. You can feel it almost pressing in upon you, like this consciousness from outside somewhere.
Does it sound like it can die?
I am unsure.
No.
Does it sound like it's willing to fight?
It sounds like it wants to be let in.
Let it in where? There's no door here.
That's the question. What does it want to enter? That could refer to many different things.
What do we see around us?
So, it's a stone passageway. It towers up above you, and on the walls, you can see sort of what look like the kind of remains of bas reliefs of carvings into the stone. Clearly, at some point they were quite beautiful, but that time has robbed them of their precision. So it's a little difficult to make out, certainly from where you are in the torchlight.
Well, we could go walk until we find a door, and maybe that's the door it wants to be let into.
I enjoy fighting things behind doors.
I don't like doors, and I'll continue walking.
We all have strong opinions on doors.
The passageway continues, and then it suddenly narrows very, very noticeably, and pushing your way through, you emerge into what is clearly a huge chamber, some grand hall or something. Your light is kind of like it's an unfinished pool. It's a lake in the midst of the ocean. It's not penetrating far enough for you to see the far end at all of the hall, but you get the feeling of grandeur, and then you can hear again strange noises ahead of you.
Strange noises in the sense that it sounds like shuffling or creaks or things of that nature. Does it seem like it's something bubbling? Like, what type of noise vibe are we getting?
There's definitely the kind of shuffling component, but you can also hear something that sounds like it could be almost like a laugh, like a wheezing laugh.
A wheezing laugh. Noted.
Very,
Hello?
very
Hello?
Hector, how about you go up ahead because it sounds like a friend of yours? I'll linger behind, perhaps use the element of surprise.
Can do. And he just charges off into the middle of the room.
Yes!
Zeri just watches him, leans over to Irona. He's going to be the first to go.
Okay.
Without a doubt.
Hector, can you make me a perception check at disadvantage?
Absolutely, I can. Great. That's going to be a 10.
A 10. Okay, that is a failure. I will remind you, you can spend position.
Oh.
Up that, you would need to spend 4 points in this case. Just for anybody watching. Okay. Just to quickly go through it for people watching. Position is the way we try and make Dark Souls feel less like 5e and more like Dark Souls, so you can spend your health almost like stamina to up your dice rolls and also to do various abilities. In this case, Hector has very bravely chosen not to do that.
He doesn't know anything's going to happen to him.
A blade flashes out of the darkness straight at your head. And that will be a 15.
Oh, even with my new armor, it hits me.
Okay. And that's going to do 8 points of damage.
Oh, yes. Okay. That was a bad hit. Great. So then this would be considered, I mean, I'm obviously in combat now. So now that combat has officially begun for Hector, I would then roll my combat position pool.
You
correct?
would, yes. Yeah, we did do that last time.
What we're also hearing is he needs it.
Fight.
Oh, yeah. No, I went down to 2 position.
Oh, yeah, you definitely need that.
Oh, I rolled an 8. Perfect. So I'm back up to 10.
You're back up to 10. Okay. In the half light cast from the torch, you see figures moving into place. They look not dissimilar to the things you just fought, but they're moving with more purpose. They're moving with the kind of determination of creatures who perhaps still retain some semblance of what they used to be, and what these used to be quite clearly are soldiers. They are wearing the armor very similar to the kind you just took, but it looks stronger, it looks newer. Their helms, their faces haven't yet kind of lost all feature, and they are definitely coming towards you. So can you roll me initiative, please?
Yes.
Just while you're doing that, Xavier and Arona, you have you can see Hector's torch and it kind of flailing and flickering out in the darkness, but you hear certainly, I'm assuming a yell of pain, but you can't quite see what's.
He gets slashed across the side, like the shoulder, and you just hear an "Ugh, yes!" and he just starts swinging.
Arona just looks at Xavier in the darkness and gives a look like, "No, we're not going in yet."
And I say, "Oh no, he can handle himself for one more second." I rolled another natural 1, so I'm going last.
Okay, yeah, unfortunately.
I rolled a 13 for initiative.
Okay.
12 for me.
Arona. 12. Okay. So, Arona and Hector, you are both fast, and Xavier, you are slow again. Can you, Xavier and Arona, both roll for your position pool for this fight?
Yep.
You did? So can I just check what you guys are up to for this? What's your...
12.
12?
Now I just roll a d10 for that?
And add that to your base position. And that's your position pool for this combat.
Ooh, 21.
Wow.
Oh, okay. I want all that positioning.
Okay. So, Arona and Hector. I'm assuming Hector's probably going to go first, given that he is surrounded, but it's up to you guys. Who's doing what?
I mean, I've got very simple plans. What are your plans?
I creep slowly forward to get a better view of whatever Hector's doing.
Great. And Hector is going to hit things.
Love it. Okay. Well, make me an attack.
Great. That would be a natural 20. So how do criticals work in this game? How do they work?
They do work in this game. You have critted, you basically double your damage.
Great. That's going to be... So is it double the whole damage or double just the die?
Double the whole damage.
Great. So that's going to be 8 bludgeoning damage.
8. Okie dokie.
Now, did it go down or is it still up?
No, it is definitely still up.
Okay, great. So I'm going to spend 3 position
Okay.
to on a successful attack to unleash a war cry. The opponent must make a DC 14 Wisdom save or be stunned for the next turn.
Beautiful. Okay. And it is indeed, it staggers back, kind of its face, uncomprehending of the the bellow you've unleashed, but somehow still impacted by it.
Great.
However, 4 more figures move towards you, halfway between a stumble and a stride, and they are closing in on you quickly.
Perfect.
Irona, you're just skulking forward, right? Getting in position.
Can I do I still have movement?
Yeah, you could definitely move.
So after stunning that guy, I'm gonna run back towards my compatriots and just go, "There's a lot of them!" I'm gonna be screaming back.
Now that he's given me away, I immediately dash into the fray. Is there an image to go along with this?
There it's the same one from before for this
Excellent. I step forward and I say, "It's me you want to fight, if death is in your future." And I swing my longsword at the closest of them.
Let's do this.
14 to hit.
That, I'm afraid, is a miss. Although you could, of course, spend a point of that position to turn that into a 15, which would be a hit.
Now, of my 21 pool, I can just pull from that repeatedly?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Well, definitely. We're going, down to 20.
So the position versus increasing your to hit is a 1-to-1 ratio.
1-to-1 ratio.
Okay.
For y'all, oh no, never mind. I have something else. It's not it's something different.
All right. I'm wondering if I want to forego being able to hold up my shields in order to swing with both hands, but I think that's too early. I keep my shield at the ready. 7. Slashing.
7 damage. Nice. Okay.
Oh, you know what? Let me spend one more position to deal +2 damage on a successful attack. So that's 9.
Love that.
Okie dokie. It's again, you kind of tear off a big chunk of armor and pallid flesh, but it keeps coming.
Why won't you die?
The one you've just hit, Irona, swings at you with a sword almost as new and impressive as your own.
Do I spy a flame sigil upon that sword?
You do indeed, and it does. That is a 13, which is.
It's hitting me for a 13?
Sorry, no. That's. I'm just checking your AC. I don't think 13 is going to hit the knight.
Irona is powerful. And my +2 buff, that's for my armor, right?
That's from your shield.
Excellent.
But that's already included. That's included in the standard thing.
Oh, okay, great. Then no, it definitely does not hit Irona's powerful
awesome.
AC.
Okay, the one Hector ran away from levels a crossbow at his back.
Tactically retreated.
Sorry. My apologies.
Sure.
Give me credit here.
And with a thrum of the string, ooh, that is a 22.
That hits me. Come on, kill me. This will be
roll a new
set a record for the quickest I've died in an RPG.
Yeah.
And that is 9 points of damage.
Yep, I'm dead.
Yes. Hector, the bolt goes clean through your back and out the front with a spray of arterial blood, and Hector just slumps to the floor.
Perfect.
Dead.
Xavier! I can't lie, I'm not surprised, but it still hurts to watch.
Like you can see Xavier just stare at the body and just, I didn't expect that actually to happen. And now they're just staring at the individuals ready to strike because now they're going to be coming for us, and that's great.
Well, the third of them raises their crossbow at Xavier, and that is 14.
Yeah, that hits.
That's hit in. Okay, so Xavier is going to suffer 6 points of position damage.
That was basically what I got from my temp. Dang.
And the final one takes a shot with its crossbow at Irona for another 14.
14 to hit or 14 does hit?
Sorry, no, 14 to hit.
That does not hit.
No. Okay, clangs off your armor again. When Hector died, Xavier, because Irona's a bit forward from you, that's right, yeah? Could you...
Yes, I'm using that very clutch page 1 of the rule book here.
Excellent. Yeah, absolutely appropriate. Xavier, you heard, as soon as Hector kind of fell, that dry laugh you'd heard before intensifies. It's somewhere over to your right, hidden in darkness. This wheezing, cackling laugh.
I look over, but they are not the current focus right now because we're going to die. I hate it. I hate it. Really quickly, yes. Okay. Sorcerers are intelligence based. So if I am now bloodied, which means my my caster benefits boost, I get a +2 to my intelligence and my charisma, which will increase the increases spell stuff as well. I would assume, correct?
Yeah. Okay. It's going to increase your casting bonus.
Cool. I just needed to just mark this so I knew it.
I feel very OP with my bloodied ability as well, even though not a drop of blood has been spilled, but Hector is already so dead.
Yeah, he dead. He dead.
Deprived is no joke.
It's really not.
My bloodied ability didn't. You rolled over the ability for my bloodied ability to save me. Like,
oh no!
It's because I get 2 additional 2 AC when I'm bloodied, but it went way over that.
Yeah.
Just while Hector, you're going to wake up in a minute. If you could just make me a wisdom check, and then tell me what you get.
Oh, wisdom check.
Yes, please.
Where the hell's my wisdom? There it is. That is a 11.
Okay, that is a fail. We'll come to what that means
throw?
shortly.
It's the saving, yeah. So
just wanted to come to that shortly, but we'll get back to the combat. Okay, Xavier, it's your turn. What are you doing?
Yep. Watching. And how many of these creatures are in here?
There are 4.
Okay. Have any of them been hurt?
Yes. Irona has damaged 1 and Hector damaged another.
Great. So what happens is Xavier kind of focuses and places a hand on the back of the orb that's on his staff as he holds it, and he whispers something, and he almost like focuses to make sure that he's aiming true. And that same dark purple black coloring just kind of coalesces before 3 beams shriek out. One at the one that Irona's done damage to, one is going to the one that Hector did damage to, and one that shot me is taking that 3rd one. And that's going to be my homing soul mass spell.
Awesome.
Now, I believe this is just an auto hit.
Yep, that's correct.
Yep. Okay, cool. And do I do a roll for each of the projectiles? Or I guess do one roll and then apply them?
Which would you prefer? I'm really not bothered.
I'm not bothered either.
Well, let's roll it for individuals then.
Yeah, I'll just roll the 3. All right, so the one that is on Irona is going to take 5 points of force damage.
Nice.
The one
That's 14 total. Did it do anything?
Oh no, it's still alive.
Tartar sauce. The one that was on Hector, it takes 6 points of damage.
Nice.
There's max damage for that. And max damage for the 3rd one. 6 points of damage to them as well.
Okie dokie.
Question about my weapon. I have things that I can do with position. Do I have to hit with the weapon to activate those special abilities that come with them? Okay.
Yeah. Has to be in melee. Although there are position spends for the spells.
Yeah, but not for homing soul mass.
Yes.
the sorcerer staff has one that I can spend 2 position to deal some damage on my next spell attack. So I have to hit with that, and then I can spend a position to do it on my next attack.
Yes.
Gotcha. That's what I need to do. And then I'm just going to try to, is there any like type of peelers or anything like that? I just need to try to like get out of sight.
Okay. There are several kind of packing cases and chests nearby. There's a large kind of table somewhere over, certainly towards near where the voice is. You can kind of see, you can't see all of it, but you can kind of see the ornate carven legs and the huge kind of almost like it's come out straight from the tree and not been, chopped down or anything somewhere over there. So yeah, there's definitely stuff you can hide behind for cover.
Cool. Then they will immediately run towards that table and just kind of duck down. Just try to get a little bit of cover as best as possible until we figure out what the heck to do. And he says, "You got this, Irona. Don't die like that one did."
I think in the short time you've known me, you can see there is much difference between Hector and I. He is dead and I still stand.
Just whispers they just whisper under their breath, "For now."
Yeah, the kind of person that takes the time in the middle of a fight to say all that, not necessarily looking good for them.
This is why I picked the spellcaster.
Howard, the both of you.
Sorry, I was speaking over you there. Sorry about that.
Right. It's fine. Continue.
Irona, it is now your turn.
I see the one, there's the one standing in front of me.
Yeah. He's definitely looking a little unstable now.
Yeah, worse for wear. And then there's the one that Xavier was shot by and then spellcasted back at. And I think to that one I just say to the side, "Revenge is best served piping hot." But I'm gonna kill the one in front of me. Let's just tip this one over.
Tracks.
Yeah, I pull back the sword and I'm just gonna tip it right in the middle of its chest plate. Even if it's wearing armor, I'm just like, you know what? I can knock you over like a empty bottle. 14? But I will spend one of my position pool to make it a 15.
That's a hit.
All right. And on this, spending one position to deal +2 damage if I'm successful, can I do that multiple times?
No.
Okay. So
Rip.
it's tap to activate this ability, not just colon. Got it. Just making weird magic references. It's fine.
Same page, I got you.
Yeah. I knew Alex was there with me. All right. Ooh, we got 8 on the D8 for 10 slashing damage.
Tell me how you finish it off.
Isn't one death enough for you? And I ram it through with the sword.
Excellent. It drops absolutely to the floor, and there is a kind of moment of silence as all 3 of these faces turn to you, and you can see something like malice flicker in long dead eyes. We will return to this combat in a moment. Hector, you've woken up by the bonfire again.
Whoa. Like, do I remember having previously been alive?
You remember dying, yes. You remember everything pretty much from when you woke up last time.
I look down, do I still have the armor that I stole?
No, you don't. No.
Great. So once again naked, he goes, "All right, I guess you come back. Wait for me!" And he just charges down the corridor again, back to where
you do feel something that's missing though. Can you roll me a D20, please?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Just straight die roll.
Yes, please.
11.
Please don't roll a 1.
I didn't. 11.
Thank God for that. Okay.
Now I want to know what happens when you roll a 1.
That is
You wake up by a bonfire.
So you, in failing the wisdom save, you've become hollowed. You died, and a part
perfect.
of you has drifted away.
Oh no.
In this case, so that's when you're making the wisdom save, and then you roll on the hollowing effect table. So you rolled 11, dismal. Any joy or laughter you used to retain is entirely gone. Reduce your charisma score by 1.
Oh, but
Reduce
laughter
my what?
was
Sorry?
his best quality.
Oh, sad.
You said reduce something? I missed it.
You reduce your charisma score by 1.
Oh, ouch. And so now my question is, for just game mechanics wise, is that permanent, or then when you regain your humanity, does that come back?
No, that's permanent.
Oh, fuck. All right, great. I love it. Let's keep going.
Yeah. I this regaining humanity is not for this game.
I love it.
Oh
Perfect.
no.
Okay. The hollows are now closing in on Irona. There are only 3 of them left, but they are definitely all focusing their ire on you. The first one absolutely misses. It rolls a natural 1, and it's awful, and it swings at you completely. There's a clear air between you and it. The second reaches in with a sword, only rolls a 12. I am rolling abysmally today. And then the final one looses its crossbow at you. Finally, 22. That's definitely going to hit.
22 hits with the crossbow.
Yes, and it deals 3 points of position damage to you.
Now, that's not my temporary that we rolled at the beginning of combat. That's my base, right?
No, it comes out of the pool.
Ooh. Excellent.
Okay. Xavier.
Okay. The one that hit Hector is still alive and up. So what I'm going to do is do the same thing I just did. Let me make sure I mark these. 3 more beams come out, but 2 come after the one that had failed Hector, and then 1 goes after the one that had hit me before. Just to keep those on that. Yep. So what am I doing? So 2 towards 1. So I'm gonna roll 2 of these d20s, d4s twice. Jesus. That is a 4 and a 4. I swear to God, those were both 4s. That is 12 points of damage in total. To that one.
It basically decomposes in front of you.
Yeah, I picture it one like going into his head and almost kind of resting there as another one goes in the exact same spot, and that force just kind of makes it just implode for the inside. And then the last one streaks off towards the one that hit me originally, and that's going to be only 3 points of damage. That was a very low roll.
Okay. That one looks much less kind of broken than the others. It seems still pretty much unharmed. Back to the top, Irona.
Do you get a movement as well?
Sorry. Yes, of course you do. Yes,
okay,
sorry.
Cool. No worries. I'm going to, how far away from me where was I since I moved to the table and kind of took a back position?
They're about sort of 30 feet.
Perfect. I'm going to immediately run towards, and I say, I can't leave you up there by yourself. I actually like you a bit. And I'm going to just with my staff out, I just start to reach towards a dagger in my little sheath that I have, but I don't do anything. I just kind of get it out. That's me.
Awesome. Hector, while you're kind of moving through the passages, trying to get back to your friends, that voice, it's talking to you more now. Let me in, little thing. I will bring such glory, such things your fragile world has never dreamed of. Let me in. Irona, your turn.
Do I hear the voice?
No, definitely not in here. No, you do continue to hear this wheezing, cackling, high-pitched laugh from somewhere over to the right. It seems very, very amused by what's going on.
I've had enough of this. There are 3 hollows facing me down at this moment.
There are only 2 left since Xavier took out.
Excellent.
I realized I was muted for a second.
Well
And there's
done.
one I've been hitting.
I'm going to take this moment for a withdrawal, a tactical retreat, leading my enemy into a more advantageous terrain for me to strike from, because I would like to run towards this cackle and say, to bring down the body, one must remove the head.
Awesome. Okay.
This means I'm immune to all first attacks of opportunity, so only one of those 2 enemies can make an attack of opportunity on me.
Okay. So
And
one
I
of them
dare
is
them
gonna-
to.
And Xavier
Well-
just starts to watch you run. He goes, I came up here for nothing.
Oh, sorry. Yes, that's true. Nice dagger.
You are fine. It completely just swinging. Their reflexes are atrophied after years of inaction, and it completely misses you as you sprint away with all the vitality of a knight.
Yes, and this knightly vitality has grown even stronger after I was bloodied.
Excellent. Okay, you running away into the darkness, your light, basically you find a wall, and nailed into that wall by his hands and his feet, it's spread-eagled, is a strange kind of slightly wizened man. There's a wisp of beard hanging off, grey beard hanging off his chin. He was clearly wearing at some point kind of jester's robes, almost like, or harlequin robes, but they're ragged now. And he smiles when he sees you and says, "Ah, how lovely to see you again. You have not been at your best, Irona."
It looks the same for you. In fact, I'd say I'm arguably much better off, as my feet are on the ground.
You said something similar last time.
No, I didn't. You don't know me. Who are you?
Who do you think nailed me here?
Can I do like a wisdom check of some sort to see if this jogs anything in my memory?
Please do, yeah.
Okay.
You can use investigate or any skill you feel applicable.
Okay, let's see. 12 on the die, and oh, I have history. How about let's call it a 13 for history?
Okay. You remember that you just know this man as Harlequin, and you've definitely met him several times. You remember him as being kind of a constant annoyance. You've definitely met him before. You certainly don't remember nailing him there, but you know that you've known him for a long time, and that there are feelings of deep anger and irritation with him.
Your jokes, your jests, they've never been funny.
They aren't meant to make you laugh, my dear. They're meant to make you think, something you've never truly enjoyed, have you?
Certainly not. There's no pleasure in it. There is pleasure in running, in fighting, in eating. I see my characters are all similar in this way. Metagame note. But this one has a different accent. I'm not amused anymore on this day. Did you say his feet were nailed?
Yep.
I slam into the left foot nail and twist it if I can.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you definitely can. we'll come back to this. We do, because we do have 2 surviving hollow soldiers, both kind of converging on your position and unfortunately drawing pretty close to Xavier. One of them fires a crossbow at you, Irona. Sorry.
No, I was going to say, yeah, I just watch Irona leave, and I just look back at the other 2 saying, now I'm sure we can be friends, right? It's just you and I, you and me.
The crossbow, that's 16 against Irona. Is that enough?
Certainly not.
No. Another bolt clangs off your armor. And Xavier, one is going to swing at you with the sword. Oh, another natural 1. Okay. I could have killed you guys so much better with better rolls.
I see you saved them all to kill me.
Yes, yeah. Hector definitely was unlucky. Which Hector the Unlucky may now be your character's name.
Yeah.
Xavier, it's your turn.
Yeah, I don't like any of this at all. Like 0. So the one that just tried to attack me, I like the orb begins to glow for a second, and I just say, forget this, and I just like swing it back and try to like club it against their head, because I don't like any of this right now. Ooh, that is a 17.
That is a definite hit.
I only have a +1 to this, so I'm happy about that. All right. Ooh, okay. So 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And I'm assuming it's still alive.
It is, yeah.
Tartar sauce. I'm gonna do it because it's the game and it's a 1-shot. I'm gonna spend 2 position, so I can get a boost to my. So as my staff, the end of it hits their head, and some of that blood kind of splashes, or whatever ichor kind of splashes onto it. I pictured almost dissolves and then is infused into the staff. As now my next spell attack will gain a 1d4 to the damage.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely looking. You're kind of definitely making progress in wearing it down, but it's still going. Hector, you're nearly there.
Great.
You do. It is worth noting the bas reliefs on the wall, though, as you're running past them through this dark, narrow passage, and you can see there are the stone etchings are all of different kinds of people, and all of them have the fire etching on them. They seem to be kind of being hunted or pursued by something.
Ooh.
Am I still hearing the voice as I'm running?
It's receded now. It's kind of almost like a humming in your head. It's not gone, but it's still like this just single note.
Hector, before he goes, I would let you in if I knew how, but I don't.
Oh, okay. He loves it. There is the hum suddenly becomes the voice again, richer this time and friendlier. Little thing, I will give you such gifts. Simply snuff out the flame. Cover it as though it were never were, as though one were extinguishing a candle with fourth finger and thumb, and I shall give you things beyond your imaginings.
Okay. And he keeps going. He doesn't know what flame he's talking about, so he just keeps going the way he's going.
Okay. Irona, back to the top. What are you doing? Oh, you were torturing helpless Harlequin. he
Well, not helpless. He said his jokes were annoying, so he's got that weapon.
Screams, and the scream then becomes a chuckle. And he kind of looks down at you and goes, "Irona, you never change. much.
Thank you. I wonder if you could tell me what I'm doing here and how I might be on my way.
Oh, have you forgotten again? Have you all forgotten? Oh,
I think you know.
so feeble and fleeting memory. Always peering and drifting and dodging and never wanting to be held.
Where is the Baron?
The Baron is where he always is. In the candle chamber, waiting, always waiting for his servants. But alas, I can no longer visit him since you nailed me to a wall.
Well, then it must be for the best. I am very wise, and if I did so, it must be for good reason.
You didn't like me capering. No capering for Harlequin.
I hate a capering.
No capering for me.
Yes, that sounds like me. Pardon me. I turn around and I would like to swing my sword at whatever might be coming up behind me.
Okay. Yeah, one of while one of them has kind of turned to deal with Xavier, the other one has just been staggering towards you. Make me an attack roll.
12. Let me spend 3 position
Oh,
points.
that is very brave. Yep. Okay, yeah, that hits.
And then, this feels like a great opportunity to do a little versatile slashing. I'm gonna put a second hand on this here longsword.
Okay.
Roll with a d10. I am crushing on the rolls today. That is a 9 plus 2, 11.
Okay. It's still just about standing. It is swaying almost as though in a strong breeze, because you've kind of like cleaved off half of it, and its center of balance has just been utterly desolated. So it's almost toppling over, but it's still standing, and it thrusts at you with its sword.
I feel a strong deja vu. I don't think I can use my
18.
shield.
No, you can't. So 18 is definitely going to hit.
But I did get an AC buff because of my bloodied ability.
Ah,
So I actually, if I lose 2 for the shield, I gain 3 for the bloodied ability, which puts me to 19 armor class temporarily. I'm so sorry.
okay. It glances off. The one with Xavier swings.
No, it doesn't.
Ooh.
No, it doesn't.
Why not?
It just doesn't.
You
Oh.
have any mechanical abilities to back that up?
No, it just doesn't hit.
I mean, I love the attitude, but that's a 16,
Yeah, that hits. Barely, but it hits now.
and it's doing 4 points.
That's exactly what you
Yes.
needed. Because I spent the position. It's the only reason.
Xavier dies.
It swings with his sword.
Yes.
Yeah, I pictured that, like, as I'm prepping the next spell, I just turn around and the sword just goes straight through the face. Like, yep, hits the ground. That's great. Thanks for killing me. I appreciate you.
Okie dokie.
Great.
Let me get...
And during Black History Month, reparations.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Oh.
Fair. Unfair.
Sorry, guys.
You're like, I don't know what to say to that.
No, me neither. Just sorry.
I guess I can pay you back into extra life.
I'm dead.
We are sending you a lot of swag, so please forgive us.
This feels like a good moment to shout out. We'll also be giving a bit of swag to one lucky winner in chat at the end of the stream, so stay tuned.
But my apology is specifically for Xavier. It doesn't count for anybody trying to go through.
Wait.
Just
See, I don't have a green screen right now, but I can do that.
Oh,
nice.
Very good, very good.
Okay. Eroda, back to the top with you.
I think I feel a stench of death in the air. nearby, and I think, this angers me. And I'm going to... Is there a second one right in front of me, or it just killed Xavier?
No, it's just killed Xavier, so it's standing well over the other side.
Can I see where that happened?
Yes, yeah, it's just about within torchlight. You don't have a clear image of it, but you can see kind of the silhouette of this slightly hunched figure standing over the elegant corpse that Xavier's left behind.
This displeases Arona, and she walks, not runs, forcefully towards the silhouette of this hollow figure, and will attack it with her sword, shield in hand. That is only a 12 to hit.
That's not going to be enough.
I guess I need more of a vengeance streak in me. Say, this is upsetting me. But that is all.
Okay. Xavier, you wake up by the bonfire. The same bonfire you woke at not that long ago.
This is strange. Do I remember anything?
You remember everything from waking up before, but nothing before that.
Do I need to roll anything like Alex?
Yeah, we need a wisdom save, please.
Oh no. Okay. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. Wisdom save. Well, I'm actually good at wisdom saves. Not today, I'm not. That's a 5.
Okay,
No, that's not a 5. Sorry. That's not a 5. That is math. That is a 7. Sorry.
A 7. It's so yeah, you feel a part of yourself has gone. You've lost something, some ineffable part of yourself, some fragment of your humanity has been chipped away by dying. Can you please roll me a d20?
Oh, Jesus.
The cool system. I like this.
I don't like this. I don't like this. I feel attacked. I am agog. I am aghast right now. Okay?
Agog and aghast.
That's a 20. What does that do?
Hey.
Miracle
Am I like
of the grave. Perhaps you are less than you once were, but this time, upon returning to life, you feel alive. Gain +2 to any single attribute.
Ooh!
Yeah, there are good things on that list.
Amazing.
Yep, one good thing. And that's
Wait,
it.
That's the best
Some
time
of
to
them
roll
are
an
okay.
20.
So,
Ew. Let me casually
Irona.
up my intelligence then.
nice. And back in the hall of player character slaughter, Irona, it is your turn to be attacked by some hollows. The one you went to kill, oh my god, has rolled another natural 1. That is my 4th today. But the second one, who you kind of avoided to get to the Xavier's killer, fires its crossbow at you for 21.
That's a hit, even though I pull up my shield. Oh wait, no, hold on. I didn't roll two-handed, so I do have access to my shield this time, right?
Yes.
I'm so sorry, Rich, dear Game Master. With my shield and my buff from being bloodied, that's a 21 armor class.
So it's equal.
Yes.
That's a hit. Still a hit.
Still a hit?
Equal or above.
Oh, I see what you're up to, Dark Souls. Yes, that's a hit.
And that is 10 points of damage.
Are you dead?
Okay. No.
Die. Join us.
I have one other ability about being bloodied, which is I reduce all damage by 2. So I only take 8.
Clinging on. God damn it. I am killing Irona tonight if it's the last thing I
She won't allow it. I have more tricks.
Okay, well, no, using all these tricks, that's what it's about. That's the only way. That's the only way, really, to survive, because it's a nasty game. Okay, so it's Arona's turn.
Am I back into the room yet?
You are back, but unfortunately, there's like a weird mist in front of the door. You can't get into the chamber.
I reach out and I touch the mist.
The mist is called Gamemaster really wants to murder a PC.
Yeah.
The mist is cold to the touch.
He just stands there going, whoa.
And well, pretty soon, I think, based on what I don't know what Xavier's decided to do, but I'm sure you'll meet again soon, the pair of you.
I like how much Hector the Deprived has turned into Keanu.
Whoa.
Irona will use a bonus action to regain position equal to my night level.
So
1.
I can only do this once per rest. Yeah, a D10 plus 1.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, it's only a 4. So I will take an additional 4 of position. And maybe
don't
I should
forget
stop
you have an
spinning
Estus
it.
flask as well.
Oh yeah, you've got a healing potion, or Estus flasks.
Totally forgot about those.
I love that.
I didn't. I just didn't get a chance to use it.
Okay,
Rip.
I would like to expend one of my 3 Estus flasks. Can you remind me what that does?
I can't.
A
indeed.
D6.
It is.
Yes, D6 of healing. I have it on mine. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mine's
it goes up. It increases with your level, but at first level it's D6 plus your level.
Oh, plus level. Oh, you're totally right. I
Think
didn't
so.
see that part. I don't know.
I'll have to double check. It was
I'll
a
accept
little
D6
time
plus
since I checked
level.
that one.
Only 3 more, but I'll take it.
Okay.
Back to 11.
Estus is
Up to
bestest.
11, I should say. What is Estus? I uncork this colorful flask and knock it back as a crossbow arrow sticks out of my shoulder.
Ow.
And I yank it out, throw it on the ground. And I say, I've had just about enough of you. The sword comes down on that crossbow wielder. Come on, baby. That's only an 11 to hit, but I'm tired of getting hit. You know, I've got 11 position left. They could hit me for 11. So I feel like spending 4 is less than the damage I will take if this thing is still up. So let me go ahead and spend 4 to make it a 15 to hit.
That is a hit.
Let's go dual wielding. Or a two-handed?
Versatile.
Two-handed.
Two-handed.
Versatile. I am a versatile knight.
You're
You
rolling at the
shall
versatile.
see. Yeah. Ooh, that's gonna be
Heck to the bottom. Sorry.
8 slashing damage.
That finishes it.
Pathetic without your backup, aren't you? That's all I
It
do.
is.
And then as it's like I slash through its neck, the head goes flying and its body wavers there for a second. I plant a metallic boot against its chest to knock it backward.
Fantastic. It dies. And as that hollow soldier dies, the fog preventing Hector from entering the room lifts. And Hector, you're able to enter. And Xavier, if you're there.
Yeah, Xavier eventually, walks back, and if he even sees Hector, he just don't ask. He just continues to walk.
You hear some something that sounds like chewing from over by the wall where you left your Harlequin friend.
Me?
Yeah, well, everybody
Yeah.
can hear it. It's pretty loud.
If I look up, What do I see?
You can see the hollow you kind of dodged back there is gnawing on the Harlequin's leg.
No.
It's completely forgotten about
Rona,
you guys.
you still in here? No.
Oh, Irona. Sorry, missed that. That's me. That's my name.
Oh,
Oops, I
you're
left
here.
that out.
You're not dead. Great. I'm alive again. I guess we
How?
come back.
Do I see Hector's old body on the floor, or did it disappear?
No, they've all vanished now.
But you were right, fallen right there. Hector?
Oh.
Come and help me. There is a Harlequin that seems to know me.
I understand, but I'm coming. And he just runs
coming.
over. I'll just run over to help.
Hector. You're looking well.
Whoa.
What a wonderful outfit.
Apparently I'm supposed to wear this. I keep waking up in it.
Yes. Well, you did, you did annoy the Baron, didn't you?
Xavier eventually walks forward and finds the others. You said we do remember like us dying and stuff, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I say, seems like you didn't join us. I don't know if I'm sad or happy to know this.
Me? Why would you be sad that I did not die?
Well, you were the one who ran and left me with 3 of them, so.
Oh, that. Yes. Well, I'm glad you're back. And I did avenge you.
Apparently not. And I shoot an arrow. The 3 of the beams just come out and finish off the last one that's still there.
Gnawing, chewing away, and as it dies, and it falls away, it tears this hunk of bloody flesh out with it as it collapses to the floor.
Can I
Harlequin's knee.
pick up one of the long swords that one of these things was carrying?
Certainly, yeah. It's I will pop in the chat the page reference for it. It's not. It's basically it's a little bit broken.
Right.
Certainly not the best sword you'll ever find, but it is a decent enough sword, and I will pop in the chat page reference for it.
When I was coming back down the hall, when we went down before, I was coming back down it because I died, and I was hearing the voice again, that one, and it was saying, let me in, and I said, I don't know how, and it said that I need to put out a fire, and then we can let him in.
You don't remember either. I thought at least one of you would recall. Xavier, hello. Do you remember?
Please stop talking.
Oh, you're always so unfun.
Because your voice grates at my spirit. Is there anything I recall about the voice now that we are like more in tune with what's going on? Like anything else we might be able to parse from that?
You've heard the voice before. It's something. It's almost like a constant presence in your life over a long period of time. So much so that it's only the fact that you had forgotten it that kind of brought it to mind. That made it, something you actually tuned into and heard, as opposed to just kind of funneling out like white noise. And that it's something to do, some kind of conflict with the Baron. That there's the Baron and then this voice. There's something
voice is
there.
Different. Interesting.
Yes.
Okay. I'll say I'm unsure about what this might be, but it isn't this Baron individual. That is certain. Why they are calling out to us, I don't. And then I pause. And I look towards where I believe the voice has been coming from. So it was audible, but we know that everyone has heard it, but even though everyone's heard it, does it seem like it's echoing from a place, or does it still feel like it's kind of getting into our brains.
Yeah, it's definitely in your brains.
Okay, then I just look in that direction, and it's not audible. I just kind of like reach out to this entity or whatever it is. I just say, if they can hear me, what do you want?
To be let in, to finish this pointless stalemate. Let me in, little things. It is easier for all of us, easier for you than for me to be kept outside in the dark and the cold. Let me in. Let me in.
You can stop repeating yourself and explain why you want to be let in.
I just hear crickets, right?
Make me a perception check.
Cricket.
7.
You hear kind of like a dull echo of it. You can't really make out the words. You know that there's something, but it's kind of like at the edges of your brain, like a song lyric you can't quite bring to mind.
Making my way downtown.
Walking fast? Think pace is past? I don't know what this thing is, but Hector, I think we should not let that fire out you spoke of.
We're not letting the guy in.
I don't think we should let the guy in.
Okay.
Hector?
I thought he might help, but it's fine. Either way.
What is it you want in life, Hector?
I don't remember.
Neither do I.
I did enjoy it. I enjoyed this. I think.
This fighting? Fighting
Yeah.
skeletons reanimated?
I mean, it's way more fun knowing I come back to life.
In my head, and I try to block it out from the others, I reach out again to this entity, not only saying, what do you want? And I'll say, what will you give me for letting you in?
Whatever you wish. Power, chaos, genius, all of it. If you simply let me in. The chamber beyond, I am waiting.
Do I believe him?
Make me an insight check.
The highest roll I've gotten in this game. Not a natural 20, but still very nice. I get a +2 to wisdom, so that is a 21.
Okay. No, you don't. Basically, the voice it's rich, it's cultured, it's seductive, but it's seductive in that almost empty way of, you know, people with too much power and too little care for anything that's not them.
Okay. I'll just reply. I want power. I want knowledge. I want it all. I can't remember much, but I know I remember that. And if you had been honest with me and truthful, I would have been willing to help you.
There is no truth. There is only the void and the abyss. And I will be let in, little thing. You cannot keep me out forever.
I am pretty sure it's this little thing that's keeping you in. And I just like shut that voice, and and at the same time I say, "Yes, no, we're not letting that thing in." But that means we should probably find this Baron.
Shall we continue to search? Oh,
the Baron is not far. He's not far. He's waiting. Always waiting is the Baron. Waiting each time. Yes, over there. The door through.
I put my sword tip under his chin. Who is it you work for?
Oh, Irona, I'm the Baron's jester. I am what keeps him sane. Oh, I was at last. Alas, until, of course, you nailed me to the wall. And now I can't go to play my songs and dance my dances and tell my jokes. Oh, what a shame.
Does the Baron know I've put you here?
Only if you told him.
If only I knew. Through the door, then. I'm still quite fond of doors. Often there's killing on the other side.
None if you remember, do you? Have a look at the tapestries on your way through. They might explain something before you see him. It'd be a shame if you didn't remember anything.
I investigate the tapestries.
Okay, well, there are 3 of them, and they're hanging near this large door at the end of the chamber, completely different from the rest of the chamber, where the chamber is kind of utilitarian. It's everything's well made, even though it's old, but this door is made of crystal. It looks like a kind of hollowed out of pure mineral, and alongside it, leading up to it, are 3 tapestries. You can see them as you kind of walk towards them with the torch. The light flares up almost as though, you know, they were designed to be seen, and you can see they've clearly been treated in something, because they've not aged at all. The rest of the walls, you know, there probably used to be tapestries there. You can kind of see at the top fraying traces of fabric, but these are pristine. And there are 3 images.
Can I tell if they were preserved by magical means?
Yeah, make me Arcana or Insight.
13.
So, like, if we're all here, could I assist with this, being the magical person, to see if there's anything around?
Absolutely.
Cool. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I'm gonna spend 2 position. So I can get advantage on this Arcana check.
Okay.
Ooh. 25, natural 20.
Wow. Yes, these have absolutely been treated in magic. It's the same magic with which this door has been wrought. And in fact, you can sense, you can feel the pulse of this magic from the chamber beyond. It's with that kind of score, it's Xavier, they can almost taste it on their tongue. It's so potent.
Does it seem like some like a protective magic, just trying to preserve it, or like, okay.
Yeah.
And what's on the 3 tapestries?
So on the first tapestry, there is an image of a tall, bearded, noble figure. And standing or kneeling before him are a series of knights, of people who look like, who are dressed like Xavier in terms of robes, even people dressed like Hector, dozens of them, carefully woven, and they're all kneeling to him and bowing. And you can see that on the arms or on the weapons of everybody in this figure is this small flame sigil, and indeed it's hanging over the tall, noble, bearded figure. In the second is a figure of what it's this huge, bestial, monstrous figure who we do indeed have an image of. He's the sort of demonic tree-looking one, and this is woven into the fabric, and it's rampaging across a land where everything is in flame. It's like something from a Hieronymus Bosch painting. You can see dozens, dead people, smashed houses. And then in the third and final tapestry, there is a picture of the tall bearded man from the first tapestry. And he has, it looks like, kind of opened his chest, and there is a candle or a fire burning inside him. And all the figures who are kneeling to that figure in the first tapestry are surrounding the fire, and one of them is walking towards it.
The one walking towards it, do they look benevolent in their action, or do they look like they're preparing to fight?
No, absolutely placid.
Anything remarkable about the one, or are they just one of the crowd?
No, they just seem to be the first one in a queue.
Gotcha. Walking towards this flame.
Yeah.
Then I. Okay, sorry.
The flame within seems to be helpful to these people.
The candle seems to be a symbol of some sort. The same. The etching we have doesn't have any like flame on it, does it?
It's clearly kind of the etching is a stylized flame.
I thought, okay. I say, so it would seem the bearded individual is the Baron. Potentially this monstrous one is the voice trying to be let in. And we are the Baron's chosen.
Is the voice this monstrosity?
I would assume so.
Then it is our duty to end it.
So we work for the Baron. That's a big monster. Possibly the thing talking to us we don't want to get let in. And that's the Baron. Should we go see the Baron?
I think that was the next plausible thing to do.
Hector, I am so impressed by what you have deduced here on this
I
day.
mean, like I can figure stuff out. It just, I gotta put my mind to it,
What
So
a mind
proud
it
of you.
is. Shall you lead the way again, Hector? That worked
Let's
out
go.
well
Now that I know I
before.
can't die, this is great.
Question for you, Hector. If a tree falls in the forest and no one is around to hear it, did it actually happen?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
I'm going to let him ponder as we continue to walk.
A forest. We're in a cave.
Doesn't even respond. It's like, I'm sure that's the answer for the next 3 seconds.
So yeah, I mean, you head towards this crystal door.
Does it seem like there is a way to open it? Is there a push, or is there a knob, anything like that? Does it seem flat?
It's definitely flat. It looks like, it doesn't look necessarily hard to open. It just looks like somebody needs to push it.
Yeah. I will start and I go, Hector,
Yeah.
you are such an this is hard to think of. You are such a wonderful addition. And I believe you should do us the honors in going first.
You want me to open the door?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. He just goes to open the door.
Just making sure there's nothing trapped on it.
No, the door swings open and you see in the room beyond, it's almost like a greenhouse. It's this beautiful crystal dome.
Oh, hey, I found that forest you were talking about.
And outside, you can see clambering over this dome is the monstrosity from the tapestry.
Whoa.
And you can hear it calling, "Let me in."
He meant literally. I thought it was a metaphorical, let me into your mind, but he wants in.
And in the center of this dome, there is a huge pulsating mass of flesh and of rock and of crystal and of wood. And on top of this grotesque, amorphous blob is the bearded head of the Baron. And he says, "Ah, at last. My knights and my retainers, you have come to do your duty again.
And what exactly is that duty for those of us who have been suffering from a little bit of confused mental states?
Tentacles of ribbonous pink flesh course up over the Baron and part what might once, a long time ago, have been his chest. And as they do, you can see these distended, splayed ribs, and in the center is a burning flame inside his body. You can still see these kind of almost pitifully small and weakened organs, like this tiny heart still slowly, dismally beating. The flame roars up. Give yourselves to the flame, so that I might restrain the beast beyond for a little while longer.
Erona drops to one knee in deference to the Baron.
Yeah, I figured it out. I figured it out. I got it. Look,
Yes.
so yeah, that fire. No, I don't know.
You don't. It's very clear, Hector. This is our liege. Our liege protects us from what lurks outside.
Right. So if we put that fire out, it gets in.
That seems the way of it.
Come now.
But-
Come, there is no time. There's no time for debate. You are the last remaining. Everybody else has been consumed. There is nothing left to give to the flame. You are my last three. If you do not give yourselves to me soon, then the beast beyond enters.
And when we give ourselves to your flame, of course we will be reborn aside the bonfire again.
In time, you will sleep for a while, and then, yes, you will awaken again, and we will do this. We have done this hundreds of times. Do you not remember? Or are you turning into the rest of them? Broken, pitiful things.
I remember an explosion and there was a rock and then darkness. That's all I remember.
So it's a never-ending cycle.
But what I don't understand is why we are reborn with our flesh, and whatever it was in the next chamber was not.
Because they were weak. And after a while, the flame takes everything. It will happen to you, I imagine. And then the beast beyond will have conquered everything in illimitable darkness. But I'll hold him back for as long as I can. He shall not have my kingdom.
Right, just a moment, Baron. And I gesture to huddle up with Xavier and Hector.
I come over, huddle up.
What?
Xavier's there. He's just still watching, but he's listening.
We've done the same thing over and over, and the results seem to always be the same. Shall we try something different?
We'll put out the fire.
Hector, I can't believe I'm saying this, but it seems your instinct might be the one I side with.
Oh dear.
We cannot trust the beast beyond. But I don't think I trust this. Immediately, my staff begins to glow, and a shriek of that purple blue light goes towards the candle.
Okay, one of the kind of polypus flesh tendrils streaks out and kind of blocks it. And the Baron shakes his head and says, "Oh dear. Well, I did not wish it to come to this, but if we must." And there's this squeaking of metal from behind you.
Oh no.
And the iron golem, which has been kind of embedded into the crystal above you, rips itself free and jumps down behind you. If you will not give yourself to me willingly, my iron golem will feed you to me. I will not let the beast in.
We're gonna die. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. We're gonna die.
Baron,
Okay.
what point is there in any of this without a kingdom to rule over?
As Irona says that, I guess I quickly pop an Estus flask because I'm definitely down some positions for earlier.
And roll me some initiative, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Oh, cool. That's 20.
19!
Nice.
20! I swear to God, I'm taking a picture of this.
Are you kidding me?
Well, let me tell you, you needed that because the iron golem, if it gets to go first, is an absolute brute. But you have this chance now, and I warn you, as a relatively friendly GM,
I don't think it's gonna be.
It'll be
readable.
Nice.
Oh well.
It will pretty much be over if the iron golem gets to act. So, what are you doing? How are you doing it?
Okay. So,
I don't think we should give ourselves to this light.
no, I think we should put it out.
Okay, good.
But I don't
Agreed.
think we can take out this golem in time and then put it out. I think we have to put out the fire first.
You may see in Arona's eyes that she is ready to give herself up to something, even if it means she may not be reborn besides the bonfire.
And Xavier wants power. If he's been stuck in a loop of that, not getting anything, he's going for a different option.
Okay, so look, if you all can distract the big thing, that's big. I can try and put out the fire. Because that's gonna kill me.
Break.
Going to kill all of us.
So we choose our order, right? I'm happy to run distraction. I said, going out in a fight is how I always dreamed it would be. And I would like to use my night shield to increase my IC by +4 for 1 round.
Oh, I gotta roll that
Cool.
position too.
All right.
Thank
Yeah,
goodness.
please roll your position. Yep.
Yeah, but needed it.
Okay, so my base position plus the roll of a D10, and then whatever my position was at the end of the last battle is kind of irrelevant now.
No, so that becomes your new base position.
Thank you. Okay, got it. I love that you get to have like a, kind of re-up in between. Okay, I got an 8, so +7, that's 15.
Oh.
Am I still considered bloodied?
No.
Okay.
So you have to be reduced to half of your battle starting pool each time.
And the room above, is there anything like hanging above, anything like that? Like, or is it just like an open area?
There are definitely like large chunks of crystal.
Perfect. Then I say, distraction you want. I don't know what you're going to do, Irona, but this is all I can do. And I aim my staff up at that crystal, and I'm aiming to shoot it not continuously, as much as I can, until I like chip away at it and break it. I'm aiming to break it so it falls down upon where the golem is.
Awesome. Okay. Which spell are you using?
The homing soul mash just doesn't do a lot of damage. It does a lot of darts, but doesn't do a lot of damage. Well, actually, it could potentially weigh out in this. I'm gonna do homing soul mash.
Okay.
So is this the auto hit? Let me take away some of that casting thing. Rolling 3 of these. I wish I could spin position on this, but I can't. All right, that is a 2, a 4, and a 3. 9 plus 6. 15 points.
Okay. Yeah, you dislodge an enormous chunk of crystal and it falls smashing into the iron golem. It's not dead, but it kind of it wobbles, completely unused to such treatment and damage.
And I just run to the other side so it's nowhere near to me. Because nope.
Irona.
Irona.
Hector, what are you guys doing?
I'm starting a run straight towards the fire in the Baron's chest. And how big is that fire?
It's pretty much an exact replica of the bonfire in the first room.
Okay, got it.
It's dwindling.
Okay.
I take off simultaneously to run distraction by running straight for the iron column.
Awesome. Are you going to get into melee or what's the plan?
As I'm running, Irona thinks the armor on my outside runs all the way through this thing. Does it have any weaknesses? We shall find out. And I'm going to try and run around to its backside because it looks so hulking that for it to turn around seems difficult. So I'm hoping that way I can get a little opportunity in on it. I don't know. That didn't mean anything mechanically. Opportunity was the wrong word. It's fine.
No, I'm happy for it. Happy for you to go around the back, especially after it's just been struck by an enormous hunk of crystal.
Yeah. My only buffs are for myself, not for my weapon. So,
Rip.
do I dare? I think that I'm fearless. I am ready to die. I have a cause greater than myself, and I will swing in with a versatile two-handed attack. Oh, sorry, that's not what I'm doing yet. Roll to hit. I'm just so nervous. Okay. 21.
That's exactly what you needed.
Whoa!
I had to roll a 19 for that to happen. Okay. And then two-handed attack. 8 damage. I will spin one position to make it 10.
Okay, so it's down to 200 hit points now.
Great.
200 position, rather.
Yeah, no, that's a, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hector, you are charging at the Baron.
Yeah,
What
and
are
I
we
want to attempt to dodge whatever comes at me.
Okay. Streaks of these horrifying tendrils reach out, trying to kind of whip at you.
Dodge roll, dodge roll.
Maybe, dodge and roll. Make me a dex save.
I'm good at these. Ooh, that's a 23.
Yeah, you are fine. They kind of streak out, but you are much too fast for them. And as you kind of roll and roll again and roll again, you're growing very, very close to the Baron. Unfortunately, it is now time for the Iron Golem. He aims at Irona. He kind of swings round with its enormous, frankly, ridiculously sized sword.
Iron versus iron. We are equally matched.
24. Die. That's definitely a hit. And let's just double check its damage.
Oh my God, I was watching. We are equally smashed.
We both have iron in our...
Okay, that is 23.
That exceeds Irona's current position.
Yay.
You are hacked in half.
Oh no!
Literally cut off at the waist. It's then going to
we never know what they both have iron in.
Hurl a shot at. It's going to hurl a hunk of the crystal at Xavier.
No, it's not. It doesn't get 2 things to do.
Oh, it gets 4.
No, it doesn't.
That is 19.
Yep.
And that is 13 points of damage.
This crystal hurls at me. And you know, like perception, right? When you're doing pictures, at a distance, it seems quite small. And he got like in the back of the room. So it's like oh, that's not gonna. His face just instantly caves in as this big old hunk of crystal just slams him into the wall, instantly dead. He had 13.
Amazing. And the Baron's taken his action. So Hector, it is all on you.
Okay, so Hector, dodge. He gets up, he's rolling. He's covered in gross dirt and slime. He gets up to the chest where the flame is, and he just rips his loincloth off and smothers the flame.
With the loincloth?
I didn't have anything
Amazing.
else. I'm not wearing clothes.
I'm not going to make you roll anything because I love the fact that we're ending with very naked Hector. And the Baron, his face on the top of this pustulant mass of whatever he is, you've been drawn from, all the surroundings, all the energy he's leached off people over incalculable hundreds of years, stares at you in absolute shock as he begins to deliquesce, as the skin begins to melt off in great big dripping drabs, and the crystal dome fractures and begins to fall in, and the beast beyond reaches down and crushes Hector in his hand so that the blood and flesh oozes through his fingers.
The hand comes down and he goes, oh, hey, so you were going to give me...
So you have unleashed, you have snuffed out the flame, and you have wrought darkness on the land. But what that means, we don't have time to find out.
Yay!
Thank you so much for playing.
Thank
And
you.
now that we've found out the truth of what's going on here, please tell us the truth of yourselves. Introduce yourselves.
Oh, and while you do, let me quickly jump in to say, please type !soul, no S, in chat if you would like to be part of this giveaway for a hard copy of the Dark Souls role-playing game.
Hey.
I believe the collector's edition.
Yeah. Cool. So, hi, I'm Alex Ward. I do stuff that is on Twitch sometimes. I love Dark Souls. I was very happy to be a part of this. Thanks so much. You can find me on Twitter at AlexWard777.
Omega.
Hey, yeah, I'm Omega Jones, also known as the Critical Bard across all social media channels. I'm an actor, vocalist, tabletop professional, hot mess incarnate. I'm a Twitch partner. I do a lot of things on Twitch, mostly variety, though. I do a lot of Dead by Daylight now. I am also the most recent Fog Whisperer with Dead by Daylight, so that's a lot of fun. And yeah, I do a lot of stuff. Just check out my socials. It's been a very busy month. It is Black History Month, just don't forget. So I've been doing, a lot of stuff, but super grateful to have been asked to do this. This is great. My first foray into any type of Dark Souls. And you know what? It ended as I expected, with us all dead. So
Happy Black History Month. Rich, tell us about you and all the things you do.
So I'm a full-time tabletop RPG game designer, and I am the writer, the lead writer and designer of Dark Souls, along with Matt Hart and Alex Delaney and several other amazing people. Gabe Hicks and Elise Resendez and Alan Barr, all of whom were amazing. It was a great team to make the book. I work for Steamforged, and we do all sorts of amazing stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you, everybody, for playing. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Rich, Omega, Alex, it's such a joy to play with you. I'm Becca Scott. This is my channel, Good Time Society. You found it, and you found me. This is where you can come back to find more of me. And let's roll this giveaway. Dante BCR, I am going to be private messaging you. I'll grab your address, and should you deign to give it to me, then you will be shipped a hard copy of the Dark Souls Collector's Edition of the role-playing game book, which is coming out soon. And Rich, great job on this. I mean,
Thank you.
I don't know what the right answer was. I don't know what we were supposed to do.
I love it.
There isn't one. There is not. That is, as I'm sure, I hope Hector Alexander would agree, Dark Souls is all about horrible choices to which there is no right answer.
Yep, absolutely. Great.
Excellent. Well, with that, we will leave you. Thanks so much for being here, and we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.